Fabien from AvosDim.com Technical Service. I'm going to show you today how to connect your Solution Plus remote control to your motorization. We have several models presented here, including the single channel remote control, the multi-channel ones, the touch models, the Euromagnetic models, the key fobs. The method is always the same. That is, first of all, we have to put our motor in learning mode. To do this, simply disconnect the motor electrically, wait a few seconds, reconnect it. The motor will make a beep, and within a few seconds, you will be able to make a manipulation on the remote control. Let's do a test together. I'm going to unplug my motor electrically and I'm going to plug it back in. Take the remote control here, open the battery compartments, and we'll put all the P2 programming, press twice on it and once on the up button. The motor makes a series of beeps, which means that the manipulation has been taken into account by the motors. Once this is done, your remote control is connected. The step is the same for all remote controls on the site. You have to do this with the programming button twice and once touch the up button, except for special cases like these three models. For example, the keyring model does not have a programming button at the back of the battery compartments and there is no P2 button. So we'll do the same thing. So we'll put the motor in learning mode and we'll double press the up and stop buttons at the same time, which will replace the P2 button. We do up stop, and then once the up button. Let's do this together. So I unplug my engine, plug it in, we do up stop, and then up. The motor makes a series of beeps, which means that the manipulation has been taken into account. We can do a test together. So the operation will be the same for this model, which does not have a P2 button, and also for this wall-mounted model. When you don't see a P2 button on the back of the remote, the operation will be replaced by up-stop. And we can then connect the channels. That is to say, from now I have a remote control that works perfectly on this model, but I still want to add a remote control. So this one or another one, we can take any one. For example, this one is a multi-channel. So I'm going to put this one on a channel. So the first one here, we are going to open the battery compartments. We have a programming key P2, which is here. So simply to copy a frequency, we're going to do a double press on the key that allows us to program on the first one, and a simple press on the remote control to be programmed. We will do it together. This one works with the shutter. I'm going to do a test. So we're going to do up stop, and then P2. The motor made a series of beeps, so we've copied the channel correctly. So we'll do a test with this one and a test with the remote control. Both works correctly. This operation will be the same on all the remotes. For example, we'll take a channel, so here it will be P2, then up stop. For example, for the keyrings remote control or the other way around. The method remains the same, but when you copy a channel, you do not need to disconnect and reconnect the motor electrically. This is done directly via the remote controls. If after pairing your remote control, you find that the motor is rotating in the opposite direction, simply repeat the previous steps. That is to say, disconnect the motor electrically, reconnect it, press P2 and press the down arrow to reverse the direction of rotation of the motor. The handling is also the same for the remote controls. Without the key P2, one will make go up stop twice and the arrow at the bottom in the opposite direction. If you have any doubts, do not hesitate to consult the manuals in PDF formats on each product page. They list all the operations that we have seen together, reconnecting, disconnecting, and pressing the programming keys simultaneously. I hope this video has been useful to you. I see you soon for another video.